Hello everyone. The mass of men live lives of quiet desperation, but they don't have to. And if they do, they probably don't enjoy it too much. Being desperate is not a necessary state of mind as many sell to accept it. It is instead a crooked state of mind. Quite frankly, this phenomenon hasn't started recently and not by itself. It wasn't and it isn't natural to us, but it became so. One of the reasons we got ourselves in this situation as a society is that we gladly embrace the comfort, lack of discipline, and the instant gratification the media, for ideological reasons, and corporations, for commercial reasons, kept on feeding us with for decades now. It was a constant and somewhat coordinated action since the 60s. If it feels good, do it. If I feel good about it, then it must be the right thing. Indulge yourself. You deserve it. A mindless consumption spree with no sustainable projected future, with no scientific basis whatsoever. A behavior that left us overly attached to comfort like a suckling baby, sensible to adversity like a lily flower in the sun, and ready to melt down like an ice cream at the first instance of hardship. Now look, probably there was no coordinated global conspiracy in place. We just didn't know better. And no major organization cared to project where we are going. All the while the business was going well, the world kept a steady rate of progress over the medium long term, and we all assume that it's the right path forward. It was, in economic terms, but the danger was breeding below in the murky waters, slowly forming over the years like rust on an apparently durable bridge. And now it starts to come forward, fast from under, and not all of us are ready to face it. However, there's no need to succumb to difficulties and hardship. There is a better way, a right way to live your life, and that is fighting adversity every day with even more fierceness than yesterday, launching yourself into the everyday suffering of life not with joy like a madman, but with a tranquil and still understanding that this is the way to train for life. Doing it not for the show, not for the others, not for crazy pleasure and addiction alone, but for the development of self, for the toughening of the mind, in order to serve as a tool for the others in the end. Doing it in order to help change the world for better and inspire people to become greater than life without intending precisely to achieve that as the primordial goal. You're just being yourself, you're just going hard after life. But your example, your actions, your entire behavior is the one that changes and creates the benefits you wish for the world. I, myself, like to think of me as a disciplined man. Information. Not fully formed yet, still in a struggle and gruesome wrestle, especially with waking at the same hour every morning, but one that doesn't want to stop now. Wise but humble people helped plant this seed in my mind. Nevertheless, the force of the physical and psychological habits that I developed in the last year are the factors that opened my eyes even more to the problems of the youth nowadays. I hope that you agree with me that young people need order and discipline in their lives now more than ever. We live in a society that is embracing more and more the reckless consumption of comfort and hedonistic pleasure, mistaking it for the true meaning of life. And when they see the dire truth of it in the end, when they see that bullcrap never lasts, they enter into a serious depression and into an identity crisis that can last their entire life. I know that. I've been there. And happily, I've escaped from there due to discipline, adversity, and embracing my responsibilities. What I want to do next is to help other young people around the globe to start embracing discipline, order, and hardship, and seek a point of support for their lives through practicing them. In the last year, I developed a series of routine exercises for my mind and body. They include physical exercises, dietary practices, and healthy eating. And the most important of all, exercises on my willpower and on my temptations in order to train my mind and ultimately have control over my life. Initially, I'm mostly concentrating on the everyday training of the body to keep it sharp as a knife for any moment that you may need it. Despite the apparent insignificant amount of physical effort that comprises my daily physical routines, the benefits in the long run are quite visible and easily scalable for everyone willing to make a lasting beneficial change to his body. Your body is a machine, literally. Why wouldn't you want to train and learn how to make it work perfectly? Make that your life's goal. You would be surprised how clear your life becomes once you understand and apply that. But also, please understand, I will not imply that everyone should be inspired to follow my exercise routine precisely. That would be false and feel unnatural for most of the people. My idea is that everyone needs precise, healthy routines on their own in order to become disciplined people and figure out their lives at least a little better than they have it now. Because it helped me, and I do believe that this model can help many more others. I live by it. I've seen and felt its consequences on me, and I want to inspire other people to apply certain precise physical and, more important, psychological disciplines to their lives. The narrow way forward is to build discipline in one's life, to toughen yourself through everyday practice of wrestling with adversity, being persistent with it, and having patience that in the long term, that is the path to clean up the mess in your life, build a better society, and find at least a grain of meaning in life. I hope that the project and the brand of the Disciplined Man that I'm launching today will stand for these ideas and principles in the future. Discipline in how you plan and act, persistence in how you carry it out, and patience because you will have to wait for the results to come. Follow my YouTube and social media accounts and stay close for the next releases, including the future web pages and future podcast. Discipline yourself. Adversity is coming.